Welcome back to Real YouTube Mastermind, where we talk about YouTube video, content creation, all that fun stuff. Today, my guest really doesn't need any introduction. Just his name alone makes you go wild. Chi with HGTV. I am so happy to have him on today. Let's bring him on. We're going to pick his brain and just ask him everything we can about content creation. Chi, welcome to the channel, man.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. It's definitely an honor to be on the channel.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I've watched you from afar, like one of those like Facebook like ghost stalkers, that like watches, never comments. That was me for the longest time, sitting back so jealous of your content because I am not as close to creative as you are. And so that's why I'm stoked to have you on here. Let's talk about your content creation because you come up with some of the most creative things I've ever seen. In fact, we were just talking off camera about your your last little TikTok that came out about realtors. So what's your process for coming out with content?
So for me, I tell people that I grew up watching Saturday Night Live, SNL. As a kid, I just watched it religiously because not to go into it, I help with my parents' store and I stay up late at night, Saturday night, and I'll just have it on while I'm working in my parents' store. And it's just, it just kind of grew on me. And as you and I know, and everyone know, SNL, all they do is like a lot of parodies and a lot of way twisting in a certain way that it's not the actual plot of the story, but they're using the plot of the story and then putting in a certain sense. And now being that we are realtors, putting in the real estate spin to it. So that's been my kind of like my way of thinking about it. It's a lot of fun because with comedy, really, in my own personal opinion, before you make fun of whatever situation is, you have to make fun of yourself. So I think that's the way to make people relate to you, and that helps a lot in the content I create. That if I can poke fun of myself, then people can relate to that, and then I can have fun with everything else that I put out.
Where do you see, your content getting the most, business out of? Like, what does that look like for you?
So, obviously there's a couple of things. Most of my listings does get a listing video. So I've done all types of listing videos versus from your traditional listing video. Hi, this is Chi of the Chi team, and welcome to another episode of HGTV. Today we're standing in my newest listing. That to a lifestyle video where I don't speak, talk one lick word. It's just me kind of showing the lifestyle, what it's like jogging in the park, coming home, kind of like go through the room to room, showcasing the rooms, and then kind of like showing that part. And then I will go full tilt of anything and everything that I think I can put in a listing video, where I've done a listing video, kind of like an infomercial commercial where I can't find a parking spot in Baltimore. Parking spots in Baltimore, depending on the neighborhood, so it's hard to find. So I'm driving around my minivan and I can't find a parking spot. In this listing I had a 2-car garage. So it's like, your problem is solved. We come with 2 garages, So
I remember that one. Yeah.
So
I love that one.
Thank you. And I'm like, pinpointing there is a refrigerator, microwave, a dishwasher, and high quality H2O, like water. Like the most, it comes with water with the house. So a lot of times I have ideas in my head that it's stored in my head that whenever there's a listing or a situation that comes up, or, like right now, Halloween, I still haven't filmed my Halloween and now annual Halloween video. So there's always storylines or ideas I have in my head. And whenever, say, a situation or listing comes up, I will bring about that idea and see if I can execute it. And I usually do it like that.
Where do you see most of your views, though, from the content you're putting out? Is it TikTok, Facebook, YouTube?
Facebook is the number one where people, see most of my stuff. I have the largest audience, so to speak, of it. A lot of my, colleagues, close friends, and former clients and current clients, really. So they see me a lot there. So whenever I put out content, well, let's just say listing videos or long form listing videos or parody videos, I'll put on Facebook, and it got a lot of attraction to there. Instagram second, and now I'm really trying to get into TikTok. So TikTok is just a little bit different way of doing videos, because you can use a sound, like a 5-second sound, 10-second sound, 15, whatever it is, and then twisting it into that. And I can use the TikTok videos and obviously upload it onto Instagram and Facebook. So that's really been my concentration lately. Probably this year or last 6 months, really trying to do at least minimum 2 videos a day on that. But
how much time goes into doing 2 of those videos a day, plus the Facebook, plus like how much time are you actually spending in content creation?
I mean, TikTok is quick. A lot of times, as I said, I have ideas. I will hear a sound, and I might say, "Well, I'm going to do that tomorrow." So, give and take, depending on it can take half an hour to 45 minutes to maximum. I mean, really, TikTok, it shouldn't take that long. An hour to record 2 or 3 videos at a time, and then you can wait until I'll do one now, post one now, and then an hour later, or whenever, later in the night. So sometimes I'll have 1 TikTok video, sometimes I'll record 3 or 4 or 5 TikTok videos, depending on the ideas I have. So I'll spread it out through the day or throughout a couple of days. So TikTok is it's just quick. It's not like anything that we need to really think about. Versus me doing parody videos, it's really sometimes it's not like on a schedule. It's okay, I have this idea, let me execute it, or if there's a listing, then I will execute it to that listing video, to the idea that I have. So that's the main thing that for me is whenever there's an idea that I think I can now execute it, I'll talk to my videographer, and we'll walk it through to the shots and things like that, and then he'll record it for me, edit for me, and put it out for me.
So I have 2 questions for you. The first one is, number one, like, what's your budget? How do you figure out how much you're going to spend per video per month? And then number 2, how did you actually find the person that's helping you film and edit all that stuff?
Well, let me answer the second questions first. So I've one of my main videographer, his name is TJ Darpino. He is basically in my city, my town, Baltimore, Maryland. He was a former realtor, and he got into videography because he was thinking that using video is going to help his business. But he figured out within a short period of time that he don't want to be a realtor. That's not who he is. So he dived into videos, and how it was that my last broker, my former team leader at the time, she suggested that I contact him, because I had a videographer that was in the office. He was an in-house loan officer, and he's like, "Gee, I want to do a video. I can do videos. I got the setup, blah blah blah." I'm like, "All right, let's play some ideas," because the very first video that I did, really with another person instead of me holding my phone and selfie stick, is with him, and I did a parody to Step Brothers. Are you really my best friend? Do we just become best friends? Parody. So that was like the first thing. So after that, really kind of all right, if I can do that and people love it, then I can just do almost anything at a certain point. But to answer your question, so I graduated into basically TJ, and he his other businesses, weddings, so he understands the storytelling, the real estate aspects of it, how it should look and things like that. So that will be that's how I found him. My budget really, what I mean? Do I set a specific budget per month? I'll be upfront with you, no, because it really all depends on, if there's a listing, I'll do a listing video. What I mean? That's my budget to the listing, is that professional photography done. And then of course, depending on the level of the listing video, don't want to give it away, but let's say it's under $500, okay, per listing.
That's not
video.
bad at all.
Yeah. So, and the level that he produces of the video, that definitely pays off. So that's the way. And then there are parody videos. I'm trying to do more seasonal. So as I mentioned before, Halloween, I'll do a Halloween video, because now at this time I probably have
like this one right here. She actually.
Well, yeah, that's like more of a Christmas videos, more Christmas time. I did like a thing. I did one thing last year where Stephen King, a video where like kind of like a clown waiting for me in the house. So the power of video is that they might not see it the first time around. It's just that now that I've done, I think, at least 3 Halloween videos, now in the month of October, really, I need to do it today. I'll post one, hey, here's my, hey, if you haven't seen it, here's my first Halloween video. And then next week, I'll say, hey, it's my second Halloween video. And then the third Halloween video, hey, and then at the end Halloween or around Halloween, I can put out my latest Halloween video for this year. So that's the power of video, is that, wow, I mean, I can, videos are forever, and it's great to put it back out to people who haven't seen it. In a way, we try to parody that, if the best of my ability, of try to make it look like as close to a movie as possible if I can. That's the fun of it.
That's cool. Yeah, no, that's what I love about your content, is that it's so creative. Like you typically will find, a trending topic, like especially like we were talking last week, with TikTok, a trending topic, or a trending, TikTok, but you find something that's trending that people are going to want to watch, and then you put it into a listing video or just a video for yourself. And I think that's so creative. And I think that's why I'm so jealous of you, is that I do stuff in front of a green screen that's bland, like, here's what you should know. And your stuff's just so creative and out there. So my main question for you then is, doing all of this, right? You decided to do video, you went all in, you've been doing video for a while now. Are you seeing a return on the investment in video, and how is that, impacting your business?
Well, definitely. For me, I tell people, video is important in today's, anything. It doesn't have to be real estate related. It's anything. I mean, if you look deeper enough, this, Jeremy, you could be a dentist, you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you could be a plumber, home inspector. You could be a house cleaner. There's a house cleaner on TikTok. I've seen her. She blew up literally in the last 2 years. I mean, it's got sponsors and everything. So if you're passionate about what you do in your field of business, you can make it happen by presenting it in whatever kind of video form that you're comfortable with. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. So for me, you and I know this, is that it's not like, well, I'm gonna put 10 videos that will give me an ROI of X. It's the consistency of putting out videos every day, every week, because part of my videos, it's not just my listing or parody videos or TikTok videos. I do a lot of Instagram stories, Facebook stories, go through my day as a realtor, so that people can see what a real realtor life looks like, and they love that. And that is, walk through the house yesterday, showing houses. So it's multifaceted. It's not just like I'm gonna put a listing video or this. For me personally, I like to show it in a personal level, and then more of a theatrical level on parody videos or listing videos, and then there's TikTok videos. So the main thing is that I love putting out videos, and I think you and I can understand that that's something that you have to love to do to really put it into the next level. And to answer your question, I tell people that I do videos because I don't want to knock on doors. I don't want to cold call people. I don't want to call expired listings or Facebook or for sale by owners or withdrawn listings. So I'd rather attract people to come to my channel, see who I am, what I look like, what I sound like, how I communicate. If you like me of that standpoint, then me coming into your home or really talking to you from that standpoint is just business. There's no me convincing you that I should be a realtor. Because back in the day, all right, let's have a listing appointment. I go to your kitchen table or living room, whatever it is. I have that half an hour to an hour to convince you that I'm your realtor, going through all the statistics with you about the neighborhood. Since video, that kind of cuts out. You know what I mean? It's really just like, hey, how you doing? I love your video, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. Let's do it. Let's work. And then, all right, well, let's make it happen. Where you want to live, or all right, what kind of price point you want to sell it for, and let's see let's see we agree with each other. So that it made it a lot easier when I work with clients.
I don't find that people are like shopping me with other agents. And those people that are shopping with me with other agents, I go, you know what? I think the other agent's going to be a good fit for you, because the power of what you do and what people do in video is the fact that you get the opportunity to work with people that actually want to work with you. And is that what you're finding now more? Is that people, hey, I want to be associated with you. I want to have fun walking around and showing homes. This can be a pain in the butt buying a home or selling a home, but I want to have fun. I'm going to have fun with you. Is that what you're finding?
Definitely, definitely. And they don't mind that I might be recording as I go with them. They love it. And yeah, it's real estate can be, it's a very stressful part of anyone's life. Moving, the big three, as I call it, is, getting married, having kids, and then buying, moving. Those are, I think, the big three that people at a bare minimum have to go through one way or the other. So trying to make it that that it's not stressful. Me and you are showing you that it can be fun, that I'm giving you all the information. I tell new agents all the time, about people, really our job as a realtor in a certain sense is taking information from someone and then giving that information to the party who's ever wanting to buy and sell. They look at it, go through it, digest it, and then ultimately it's their decision to want to buy or sell the house. We can't force people to sign on down the line. It's that they're getting information, and then they decide what to do, because it's not my house, not your house, it's their house. So if we can give that information to the potential client of ours, and they can, in the age of internet, they research all they want in their own time, and then make that decision to hire you as a realtor, that's so much easier for us to help them.
Awesome. So how long was it before you actually started getting into video? How long were you in real estate before you said, you know what, I'm going to really push into this?
So I've been a realtor for 12 years, and then I worked for a real estate title company for another 11 years before that. So, but I would say, thinking back, probably at this point, I started getting to video probably 4 to 5 years ago, where Facebook Live, you do the Facebook Live thing, not that it's not done now, but I was doing Facebook Live. I was doing your really simple. I had an assistant at one point. She literally hold my cell phone and will just record my listing video, walkthrough video, and I'll just literally splice the clips together in my cell phone, do a little editing, and publish it. So that was my initial entry of using video, and then of course graduating into the loan officer, helping me doing a listing video, parody videos, and then having my current videographer who is great at what he does. He does a lot of listing videos with many other agents too. So at that point, once he came on board, I know what he can do, then kind of opens up to everything.
So one thing I find with agents that are trying to get into video, it's hard. I think, we put up barriers for ourselves, right? So we say, I can't do this because it's so much work, or it's so hard, or I don't know how to start with video. I don't even know where to start. What would be your recommendation or your advice for people that are just starting out? Do they need to go buy a bunch of equipment? Do they need to hire a videographer right away? What would be your main point of information, or just overall, idea for somebody trying to start video?
So what I always recommend is that if they haven't done so, as I mentioned before, just document your day. I think all of us who in the video realm, we're a fan of Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. His main thing is document your day, because he did his way. Document your day. So as I mentioned before, do Instagram story, Facebook story. You can download it on both stories, so it'll be the same, because you have that Instagram crowd and then you have your Facebook crowd. Sometimes they coincide each other, sometimes they're separate. So put out that content that when you have more people seeing you walk through your open house or showing houses than you actually sitting at one of your listings at your own open house. You might have 10 people coming through open house, or 2 people, but if you do your Instagram story, a Facebook story, you have 40, 50 people, depending on your how many people follow you. But if you do it consistently enough, and that's the thing with anything, with marketing about yourself or business, anything, is the consistency. If you're not consistent about it, then people are not going to keep watching you. You and I know that consistently, there are just going to people watch you religiously, no matter what you put out. So those are your avid fans. Those are the people that you want to make sure that they get the information for, and because those are the people who are going to refer to you when that time comes, or use you when that time comes. So I personally think that if you've never done it, start doing it. Don't worry about what people think about you, because we have a sense that, we put somewhat judgment on other people. As we mentioned before, if you don't like my stuff, I don't want to use you. I don't want to work with you. Work with you anyway. So
Yeah.
I want to attract all the people who likes my stuff. Don't matter what I look like. Both of you, you mentioned you went to the gym. I went to the gym this morning. It's like, people don't care. If they like you, they like you. It doesn't matter. If people don't like you, all right, well, whatever.
Right.
So I rather attract people who likes me, and that's the point of video, is to attract the same energy as you and I, so that, again, going back, when that happens, it's not even selling anymore. It's really, let's make a personal relationship and let's make it happen.
One thing that I think it's really important too for anybody that's an agent is you have to build a community, right? You can put out a few videos inconsistently, but you're not building a community. So what I'm hearing from you, your biggest takeaway is that just start putting out video, being consistent with it. And then how do you recommend growing that community? Because a community that loves you is going to keep sharing your stuff.
One of the things, actually, I want to, I'm leaning towards you. So one of the things I want to do, you praise me all the time. I'm praising you. You're doing things that I want to do. Creating a YouTube channel, talking anything and everything about your city, your town. So that's one of my main goals. Really, from this point forward, it's kind of like as I was thinking about before our call, this is my accountability video. Like, literally, this video on. I have to make sure that I do what I do in the YouTube sense, that I'm consistent about putting out good, content. I'm sorry, content every week about me here in Baltimore. So that's one thing that I plan. I'm going to do. The other thing is that whatever platform that you're on, you have to be consistent in the Facebook platform, or YouTube platform, TikTok platform, Instagram platform, that you want to engage. Social media is social. So whenever, one of the things I would recommend is that whenever someone likes something, comments something, whatever, thank them. That's the main thing. People want to be appreciative of your effort and their amazement, so to speak, sometimes of, they love your video, and you have to make sure that they're engaged. They want to be thanked of what you've done, because there's so many things in the world out there that it's all about attention, and they can put their attention on totally something else and not your video. And for them to take the time to watch your video, whenever it's 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or 2 minutes, or YouTube video, what's your longest video? 10, 15, 20, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Yeah. I try to keep mine to 8. I have ADHD. And so 8 minutes after that, I can't pay attention much longer.
Yeah. So I'm sure you engage, I know you do. You engage to your audience, answer any questions that you have. And you and I know that, I'll get a Facebook message about something, out of the blue. You have no plan of that, and all of a sudden you get a message here, or a Facebook comment there, or a YouTube comment here, and then that's the engagement that I recommend. Is just making sure that you stay connected to your audience, and then you'll grow whatever platform that you're on.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much for watching this video with Chi. He is amazing, so definitely reach out to him if you have questions. He's a great person to collaborate with. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. We're growing this channel, and it's helping agents. That's all we're trying to do. So do that. We'll catch you on the next video. Have an amazing day.